Let's be real. Most people look at their paycheck and think, how on earth am I supposed to build wealth from this? Bills swallow half, rent eats another chunk, and whatever is left barely covers coffee and Netflix. But here's the twist. You don't need a fat paycheck to start building passive income streams. What you need is a system, patience, and the guts to play the long game. You don't have to be born rich, win the lottery, or invent the next iPhone. You just need to learn how to make every single dollar in your small paycheck behave like a soldier, working day and night, quietly building your future freedom. After point 8, you'll see how wealthy people manage to quit their jobs early, so stay focused till the end. If you're ready to unlock your potential and achieve more, hit subscribe. We're dedicated to delivering actionable tips and real-life success stories. All right, let's dive in. Number 1. Pay yourself first before the world does. If you wait until the end of the month to save, you'll never save. Bills, subscriptions, impulse buys, they'll take it all. The secret is flipping the order. The moment your paycheck arrives, skim off a slice, say 10%, and lock it away before the world gets its hands on it. Treat it like a bill you can't skip, but instead of paying your landlord, you're paying your future self. Even if your paycheck is just $2,000 a month, 10% is $200. That may sound small, but here's the kicker. That $200 isn't meant to just sit. When invested consistently into dividend stocks, ETFs, or index funds, it starts compounding. Over 20 years, at a modest 8% annual return, that $200 a month turns into nearly $120,000, and that's without raises or bonuses. The mindset shift is crucial. Stop telling yourself you'll save when you earn more. Wealthy people got rich by saving before they earned more. The world will always hand you excuses to spend. New gadgets, takeout, vacations you can't afford. But if you automate your saving, you don't even have to think. That tiny decision repeated becomes a money-making machine. Number 2, start with assets you don't have to babysit. The biggest myth about passive income is that it requires active hustle. People imagine running 10 Airbnbs, flipping houses, or launching side businesses. Those aren't passive. That's a second job. The smarter move? Start with assets that don't need babysitting. Think dividend stocks. Imagine owning shares in a company like Coca-Cola or Apple. You're not just hoping the stock goes up. You're actually getting paid quarterly because you own a piece of their profits. That's dividend income, and it requires zero effort once you're in. Or take index funds. These are baskets of hundreds of stocks wrapped together so you don't have to pick winners. They track the market, and history shows the U.S. stock market has returned around 9–10% per year over the long run. Here's the beauty. With fractional shares today, you don't need thousands to start. You can literally buy $50 worth of Amazon or Vanguard's S&P 500 ETF and begin collecting returns. You don't have to be Warren Buffett to buy an asset. You just have to stop overthinking and start owning. Number 3, break free from lifestyle creep. The silent killer of wealth is lifestyle creep. You get a raise and suddenly you're eating out more, upgrading your phone, or moving into a bigger apartment. The more you earn, the more you spend, and somehow you still feel broke. Sound familiar? Here's a story. A guy I knew went from making $40,000 to $70,000 in 2 years. Instead of using that $30,000 difference to invest, he bought a new SUV, started wearing designer clothes, and took multiple vacations a year. Fast forward 5 years, he had no investments, no savings, and was still living paycheck to paycheck, just at a higher standard. Lock your lifestyle at one level while your income grows. If you're comfortable living on $2,000 a month, keep living on it, even when you're making $3,000 or $4,000. Funnel the difference into your stock portfolio, ETFs, or even a Roth IRA. That difference is what builds your passive income. Every raise you get can be your ticket out of paycheck slavery, if you don't let lifestyle creep steal it. Think of lifestyle inflation as termites, invisible, slow, but eventually it eats your financial house down to the studs. Fight it by setting rules. For example, every time your salary increases, save at least 50% of that raise before touching the rest. That way, your wealth grows while your freedom accelerates. Number 4, turn side hustle cash into passive machines. Side hustles aren't passive, but they're incredible fuel for passive income. The trick is not blowing your side hustle earnings on short-term luxuries. Imagine you start freelancing and pull in an extra $500 a month. Most people treat that as fun money. They buy gadgets, trips, or endless Uber Eats. Instead, what if you treated that $500 as untouchable investment fuel? Let's do the math. $500 a month invested in dividend ETFs at 8% annual growth for 15 years becomes nearly $170,000. If you keep at it for 25 years, it's close to $460,000. That's not side hustle money, that's freedom money. Even if your side hustle is tiny, say $200 a month, that's still $400 a year. Put that into high-yield dividend stocks or reinvest it, and you're quietly building a snowball that grows while you sleep. The key is discipline. Side hustles should serve your future, not your cravings. Ask yourself, do I want this extra cash to vanish in pizza boxes and sneakers? Or do I want it to buy me the kind of freedom where I never have to hustle again? Number 5. Automate your wealth so you don't rely on willpower. Let's face it, willpower is unreliable. You can promise yourself you'll save, but when your friends invite you on a weekend trip or that limited time sale pops up, suddenly your savings plan evaporates. The cure? Automation. Set up automatic transfers the same day your paycheck lands. If you earn $2,000 and want to save 15%, make sure $300 automatically slides into your investment account before you even touch it. Many online brokerage accounts and robo-advisors allow automatic recurring investments in ETFs, mutual funds, or index funds. Once set, you never have to think about it again. Automation protects you from yourself. It eliminates excuses, procrastination, and "oops, I forgot." It turns your financial growth into a background process, like your phone updating apps overnight. You don't need to babysit it, and that's the beauty. Number 6. Reinvest every dollar. Don't cash out early. This is the secret behind compound interest in stocks. It only works if you don't touch it. The temptation to reward yourself early is strong. Resist it. The reward comes when your money pays you $1,000, $2,000, or even $5,000 a month without you lifting a finger. That's true passive income. Here's where most people sabotage themselves. They invest, earn dividends or returns, and then spend it. That's like planting an apple tree and chopping it down after the first fruit. The real wealth comes from reinvestment. Number 7. Protect your investments from silent killers. Wealth isn't just about growing, it's about protecting. There are silent killers that eat your returns: fees, inflation, and bad tax decisions. High fees on mutual funds can quietly drain thousands over decades. Always check the expense ratio of any fund you buy. A 1% annual fee on a $100,000 portfolio may not sound like much, but over 30 years it can cost you more than $150,000. That's like giving away a luxury house for no reason. Inflation is another thief. If your money is sitting in a savings account at 0.5% while inflation is 3%, you're losing purchasing power every year. That's why investing in assets like stocks, ETFs, or real estate is critical. They outpace inflation. Number 8. Play the long game. Don't expect overnight riches. The biggest trap with passive income is impatience. People start investing, see small returns in the first year, and quit. They think, this isn't working, I'll never be rich. But the magic of compounding doesn't show up in year 1. It shows up in year 10, 20, 30. Think of it like planting bamboo. For the first few years, nothing seems to happen. Then suddenly, it shoots up feet in a single season. Wealth is the same. The snowball looks small at first, but once it builds momentum, it becomes unstoppable. Stop chasing get-rich-quick schemes. They burn your time and often your savings. Real wealth is boring. It's small, consistent, automated moves that compound into something extraordinary. Now let's understand exactly how the rich escape the 9-to-5 grind. Let me guess. You've had that morning. Alarm blasting, coffee half spilled on your shirt, rushing into traffic, only to sit under fluorescent lights while thinking, is this really it? This is my life until I'm 65? If so, you're not alone. Most people believe the only way out is to either win the lottery, inherit money, or already be rich. But here's the truth. The wealthy who quit their jobs early didn't get there because of luck. They built systems, they disciplined themselves, and they played a very different game from what everyone else around them was playing. Now, let's break it down. Number 1. Get crystal clear on the real number. Here's the first harsh truth. Most people have zero idea how much money they actually need to stop working. They throw around numbers like $10 million or dream of owning yachts. But the wealthy who quit their jobs early don't aim for random figures. They calculate backwards. The formula is simple. Your freedom number is the annual cost of your life, multiplied by 25. If you spend about $24,000, your walk-away forever number is roughly $600,000 invested in income-producing assets. Suddenly, early retirement doesn't look impossible. It looks like a series of small, achievable milestones. This is where most people fail. They spend their money based on feelings, not math. They deserve the new iPhone. They need the Saturday dinner splurges. Don't get me wrong, joy matters. But wealthy early retirees ask, does this purchase get me closer to freedom or keep me chained longer? Number 2, build your escape fund. Like it's a business, not a piggy bank. The wealthy don't just save, they systemize. Picture this. Most people treat savings like leftovers. If any money's left at the end of the month, I'll save it. Spoiler, nothing's left, because lifestyle expands to fill the paycheck. Here's the shift. Move from saving to profit. Treat yourself like a business. A company doesn't wait until the end of the year to see if money's left over. It sets profit aside first, then runs on the remainder. You need to do the same. The 20% rule works well. Every time your income hits, carve out 20% into an automated investment account before you touch a single rupee. It hurts at first, but soon your brain adjusts to the new normal. Now here's a secret wealthy people use. They don't only focus on how much money, but on how much cash flow. $1 saved is great. $1 saved and invested into something throwing off passive income. Even better. Number 3, destroy the debt that eats your future. Most people never quit their jobs because they're too busy feeding debts. Bank loans, credit cards, blindly financed vehicles, each one locks you tighter in the cage. The wealthy who retire early are allergic to high-interest debt. Attack your debts like a sniper, not a scattershot. Start with the highest interest ones. That means toxic credit cards, personal loans, or buy now, pay later garbage. Once those are gone, redirect every freed-up rupee into investments instead of finding new things to finance. One friend of mine upgraded his phone every year on monthly payments of $40. Over 10 years, he spent around $5,000. If he'd invested the same payments instead, he'd have had close to $10,000. That's a $15,000 swing just from phone envy. So when you look at a new flashy purchase, here's the honest calculation. Am I willing to work an extra 5 years just for this? If the answer is no, put it back. Early freedom isn't about hating life or cutting joy. It's about not sabotaging your own finish line with liabilities disguised as luxuries. Number 4, create more income streams than job promotions. Let me tell you a dangerous myth. Getting promoted and climbing a salary ladder is the fastest way to freedom. Wrong. Promotions may pad your payslip, but they often increase your lifestyle expenses too. And one paycheck, no matter how big, is still fragile. Lose it, and the whole castle falls. The wealthy build systems of income streams. They don't rely on one employer's mercy. Some may have rental income, side hustles, dividends, royalties, digital products, or businesses that run without them. The rule is simple. You don't exit your 9-to-5 by doubling your paycheck. You exit by building independent income that stacks. Here's a mental trick wealthy people use. They assign expenses to streams. For example, my dividends pay my car insurance. Suddenly the car doesn't feel like a liability anymore. Then my side hustle pays my rent. Soon, major parts of life are handled passively. Number 5, buy assets, not toys. The wealthy don't flex with purchases. They flex with ownership. There's a shocking mindset difference. When average people get extra money, they ask, what can I buy? When wealthy early retirees get extra money, they ask, what can I own? Assets feed you. Liabilities bleed you. That shiny car payment? Liability. A stock producing monthly dividends? Asset. A small rental unit generating steady cash flow? Asset. 2 friends, same job, both earning $3,000 a month. One spends $150 every month on impulse shopping. The other invests that same $150 into an index fund. 20 years later, the first friend has old electronics and faded receipts. The second has about $100,000 compounding quietly. This is the hidden trick. The wealthy aren't living deprivation. They're just shifting money away from consumables toward compounding machines. Number 6. Play the long game with compound interest. Here's the deal. If you invest $1,000 a month at an average 7% return, after 10 years you'll have around $170,000. After 20 years, over $525,000. And by 30 years, you cross past $1.22 million. That's the silent power of compounding. It looks unimpressive early, then explodes later in what Albert Einstein jokingly called the eighth wonder of the world. The problem? Most people quit too early. They get discouraged when they only see their first $5,000 growing by a couple $100. They think it's too slow, so they stop, and the snowball never becomes an avalanche. Wealthy people know you just need to keep rolling it forward. Stop asking, "What's the point of $100 invested?" and start saying, "That's another mini employee now working for me." Imagine building an army of 1,000 employees. Each dollar earns a dollar, and that dollar earns another. That's how money buys your way out of a cubicle. Slowly, then suddenly. Number 7. Keep lifestyle inflation on a short leash. Nothing kills early retirement faster than lifestyle creep. You know the drill. You get a raise and suddenly you need the better apartment, the slightly fancier car, the upgraded vacations. Every new expense raises your finish line by hundreds of thousands of dollars. Here's the dangerous cycle. When you earn $4,000 a month, you live on $3,500. Then you earn $6,000 and you live on $5,500. Guess what? You still save only $500. Your lifestyle grows with your paycheck, so you never get ahead. It's not what you make that builds wealth. It's what you don't spend. Don't upgrade out of boredom. Upgrade only when it genuinely changes your quality of life, not just your Instagram feed. Number 8. Negotiate ruthlessly, spend intentionally. Wealthy people treat negotiation as a daily habit, not just at work when asking for salaries, but in everything. Renting an apartment, they negotiate. Buying insurance, they negotiate. Picking a phone plan, they negotiate. Every saved dollar isn't just a dollar, it's 25 fewer dollars needed in your portfolio long term. Intention matters with spending. Instead of thoughtless swiping, wealthy people pause and ask, "Do I really value this?" If the answer is yes, spend freely. If no, ditch it mercilessly. This is the art of being frugal but not cheap. One person spends $3,000 per year traveling joyfully because it fuels their soul. Another spends the same $3,000 on gadgets they barely use. Neither is wrong, but only one is intentional. Wealthy early retirees master this filter. Money flows toward what matters while fluff gets cut without guilt. So when you catch yourself dreading Mondays, here's your reminder. Escaping the hamster wheel is possible, but it doesn't come from envy or hacks. It comes from clarity, discipline, and systems anyone can start, no matter your salary. Your freedom number is waiting. Your assets are waiting. The question is, will you start rolling your snowball today, or will you keep watching others hike out of the office early while you're still at the desk? The choice is yours. I believe in the power of shared knowledge. If this video inspired you, like it, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe for more transformative tips. Now, if you want to know 10 monthly money moves that quietly build generational wealth, then watch this video. I'll see you there.